Hello children, a very good morning to all. Yes, today we are going to start our next lecture, class 10th, from Democratic Politics, chapter number 2nd, because first chapter we have completed yesterday, and I'm going to start this chapter intentionally, right? Because both the chapters are interlinked, first and second. Whatsoever power sharing, right, forms of power sharing we have studied in our chapter number 1, that here we have to, based upon those power sharing, how powers are shared among the different levels of the government and different organs of the government, that is related to फेडरलिज्म. राइट, आप लोगों ने प्रीवियस क्लासेस में यू हैव रेड इन 8th और 9th ऑल्सो. दिस फेडरलिज्म इज द की फीचर ऑफ इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. ऑल्सो फेडरलिज्म is a system of the government in which powers are shared among the different organs of the government at the different levels of the government, to the political parties, social groups, so on, so forth, whatsoever we have discussed in our previous chapters. Hopefully you have remember all the 4 forms of power sharing. 4 forms of power sharings that when we unitedly read, together we read, that is the system of the government, that is called federalism. It is the system of the government, how powers are to be shared, that is federalism. Got it? And based upon this system, sharing of the power sharing is there. We have studied Sri Lanka and Belgium, one from the European country and one from the Asian country. We have compared and we have seen that how powers are shared in both the different nations. When we talk about this type of power sharing, we clear-cut get the knowledge about different forms of power sharing. You know that power is shared in Sri Lanka also, power is shared in Belgium. But the way it was done, that was totally different, entirely different set of powers to provide it to the state government as well as to the central government. So this is a quick revision. This was from your previous chapter, that is somewhat related to this federalism. Though as I told you, it is a system of the government when power is shared among the different constituent units, that is federalism. Same type of power sharing, somewhat I can say, there is one more form of government, that is unitary form of government. What happens here? Here also powers are shared, but not equally. Powers are shared in federal as well as in unitary, but here powers are not shared equally. Some center is more powerful here. When center is more powerful, by sharing powers have been already shared to the different constituent units. In other simple words, we can say to the states. But center is more powerful. At that time, that type of power sharing is unitary form of government. This is also very, very important question. Sometime we have to implement it with India also. Some people say that India is federal. Some people say that India is a unitary form of government. And it is, both of them are right. Okay? Both of them are right, because Indian government is mixture of both. Somewhat India is federal, somewhere India is unitary. So that's why it is somewhat equal to quasi-federal term. Quasi-federal. Right? It is called semi-federal. इंडिया फेडरल भी है और यूनिटरी फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट भी है. बट टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस टर्म वी हैव टू गो थ्रू द जनरल फीचर ऑफ फेडरलिज्म. Okay, some key features of federalism. so that we can understand what is federalism in detail. Then we'll do unitary feature, then we'll compare India is federal or unitary. Okay, key features of federalism. I'll tell you simultaneously both the things. Okay, you have to understand clearly. Listen carefully. I'll repeat all the things whatsoever I taught you in my previous chapter, previous lectures. But here we'll implementation will see how the different countries of the world have implemented all these things. Very, very important. First feature is there are 2 or more levels of the government. First feature is 2 or more levels of the government. Yes, students, the country where there are 2 or more level of the government, that country is federal. Is India federal? Yes, because I told you there are 3 levels of the government, na? Union level, state level and local level, where parts are shared. I told you something like that only, na? So that's why India is a federal country. Belgium is a federal. That is also because their parts are shared at 3 levels, na? Union level, state level, and they have their community level government also. Different communities have been given freedom to form their own government based upon their community ideologies as well as the guidelines. And for the next we will see that there are different tiers of the government. Second point is different tiers of the government. Like I told you that different levels of the government and tiers of the government, I mean to say local level, state level and this center level governments are there and they have shared the powers. Then third point is that each level of the government enjoys its own powers. They don't interfere with anyone, right? Don't ask anyone. Whatsoever provisions, whatsoever freedoms have been given to them by the constitution, they use those powers, they make the use of those freedoms. Each tier of the government have its, each level of the government have its own jurisdiction. You know that jurisdiction related to jury, right? Judicial system. As we know that we have also that different levels of this judicial system, na? Supreme Court, High Court and local courts, right? Supreme Court, High Court and local courts, and accordingly they see their affairs, they see their whatsoever cases are there accordingly. So these are these different jurisdiction for the each jurisdiction of the country has its own jurisdiction system, each level पे होता है. Then fifth is that each level of the government has its own revenue system. Whatsoever revenue is to be collected, that is also according to the levels of the government. Each level has its own revenue system, like center level, state level and local level, because we give different type of taxes. Na? You may have heard that if any vehicle tourism वगैरह पे जाते हैं, that is, they call that it is all India valid. Sometimes people used to move from the village side and road sides to avoid the tax. Suppose from Sangria we have to enter Haryana, then Punjab. So some private vehicles they used to turn here and there so that they can avoid the road tax of that particular state. Right? That is, state level taxes are there. Different states collect their tax and make use of expenditure of those taxes on the welfare of that particular state only. Right? State collect itself their taxes. Then our sixth point is very, very important. Even our sources of each revenue is fundamentally provision for this. It is fundamentally provision no level of the government can unilaterally amend the constitution. Very, very important. Amendment, you know that whenever something is deleted or something is added to the constitution through some process for a particular law and rule, that is amendment. If it is to be done, no single level of the government in federal forms can do it. Okay, in federal forms can do it, right? So that country is known as federal. That country has adopted federal system where unilaterally single level of government, neither central level nor state level, can make any amendment in the constitution. So hopefully you have understood that India is also a federal form of country. Then very, very important, dual objective of the power sharing in federal form of government. Dual SIM phone, you know, right? At the same time, same phone keeps two SIMs, and you may use either first or second according to your convenience. According to your convenience, you may give the number to others also. In this way, you are also comfortable, and person in front of us who want to contact us, he is also comfortable, right? So exactly same way, the powers are shared in such a way in a federal form of government. It has dual objective, mean to say, first the center government, center authority that provides some powers to the states and other levels of the government. Ultimately, center government's responsibility somewhat lessened, कम हो जाती है उससे, and at the same time, state government and other tiers of the government, they are very happy that they have got the power. They are very happy that they have got the power. They are happy they will do the work appropriate with responsibility, with interest. Ultimately, the result would be good. And center has some responsibility, has shared with the states and other levels of the government. Ultimately, the center's burden is somewhat lessened. So that's why somewhat lightened. Somewhat responsibility is shared, and that is not whole soul responsible. Other organs and levels of the government are also responsible for that work. So in such a fantastically way, this system has been launched, this system has been adopted by the different democracies of the world. On your book, when this second chapter starts, there is page number, I think, let me check, page number 14. Page number 14, one map is given. One map is given on page number 14. There you may identify the countries of the world who have adopted this federalism. Okay, students, once again I am going to repeat that these are some features of federal form of government. More than one level of the government. India has also same, so we can say that India is a federal. Different tiers of the government, right? Different tiers of the government have different powers. That is also in India. Each level of the government has its own jurisdiction. Like governments are there, they have their jurisdiction system is also there. State level, center level and local level. Each level of the government has power to collect its revenue, right? पंजाब गवर्नमेंट अपना टैक्स कलेक्ट करती है, राजस्थान अपना कलेक्ट करता है, हरियाणा अपना कलेक्ट करता है, दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट कलेक्ट्स इट्स own taxes. That is the provision laid by our constitution, being a federal form of government. Then each there is a fundamentally provision. No one single level of the government can make any change with its own decision. That is also fundamentally provided by the constitution. To make any change in the constitution, all the levels of the governments are to be considered, and that is last one is very important key feature, that is the dual objective. Whatsoever idea behind whole soul this work is, why all these things have been done, it has dual objective, like dual profit. Dual profit is gained by one level of the government and the other levels of the government. That's why this system is very fantastically, very attractively controls the entire country in a proper way. Thank you. Bye students. Take care.